Hello. Oh, okay. I cannot tell if this is working properly. Oh, wrong scene. I can't even tell if I'm being heard right now. Oh yeah, I think I am. This computer, I swear to God. If I could just use my laptop, I would. So what I'm doing here today is Steam recently, let me just show you. Steam recently released SteamOS as a thing you can install into any handheld, whatever. Mostly just for the ROG Ally or Legion Go S, which is officially supported, but I'm installing it on my Loki to test the limits of it, see if it actually works well. So we're going to do that. But first, I want to test out a bunch of games on here to see if there's any, difference. See if there's any difference in performance here with what official SteamOS. Because I've had an idea for a while where I wanted to put Bazite on my Linux, on my Loki Max, because I wanted to see if there was any difference in performance, but I never got around to it. So now with official SteamOS out, this is actually a really good opportunity for me to try that instead of using a knockoff SteamOS, using an official SteamOS version. Where's Steam on here? Why is this so blurry? I'm using my normal camera as a camera for the Loki so that I can have my face and the Loki both shown at the same time. I don't know why this is so blurry. Library. Let's see what's installed. I have a bunch of 2D games, I think. I have Cuphead, Bug Fables, Curse to Golf. Do I have Stardew Valley installed? I'm playing a lot of Stardew Valley recently. Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Mania. I do have Stardew Valley. Super Monkey Ball, and Ukulele. So I could test those out, see, because those aren't really demanding games. This is the max, which this was released 3 years ago, so we have to give it a little bit of slack. But why is this blurry? Is this focused? Whatever. So we could try out different games on here. Is it not focused? Is that the problem? Or is it just the screen? I don't know. Sorry, YouTube's yelling at me. Alright. We could try a bunch of these games to see how well they run. I think I have an overlay already installed on here, so if a game launches, it tells me the FPS and how well it's running. But we'll have to try that out to see, because I have not turned this thing on in a few months to actually use as a serious gaming handheld. I have not used this in a while, mostly because I've been using so many different devices, but I've also been using other devices to play different games, and I've also been testing out Winlater and Pluvia and other things to play Windows games and just streaming them. So I haven't really had a use for this thing, especially when I have other devices that can play it a lot better, play games a lot better. But can I move this? No. Okay. But yeah, Loki Max looks clean. I haven't been using it, so there's not been much of opportunity for it to get dirty. But okay, let's see. This thing always gave me issues. If I like move this, I don't know why this is so blurry. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I don't need you seeing. Alex. Okay, there we go. What game should we try out first? We should probably try out something that actually like takes up power. Ukulele. I've been playing a lot of that recently. I don't know if there's anything like... What could I install on here? Do I have enough storage for anything? And this is going to take a while. Is there anything I have on here? Near Automata, I guess? I don't know. I've never played it. Is this a high-powered game? Let's try it. Let's try it out. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Did not mean to mute that. Just meant to turn the volume down. Oh, it refused to launch. Okay. Okay, what's going on there? Properties. Why is it not launching? Verify game files. It's not launching, and I'm not sure why. Let's actually figure out what I'm going to need to do here. So, SteamOS recovery and installation. Different. Okay. Working to improve compatibility with other devices. Currently expanded support includes devices with AMD hardware and an NVMe drive. I'm pretty sure I checked and this thing does have both of those. I was actually originally thinking of putting SteamOS on my Loki Zero, which is the $200 handheld that they released, like Windows handheld they released a while ago, but that does not have an NVMe drive. So that's not something we're going to be able to do. For most devices, you'll need to disable secure boot. I should do that. I should do that now. How do I disable secure boot? Devices, BIOS settings. How do you get into the BIOS settings on the Loki? I'll just look it up on my phone. How to access BIOS settings, Loki Max. AYN Loki Max, increase VRAM. Okay, well that's not what I'm looking for, but... Alright, it says to... Okay, this is... I don't need to actually be validating this. We'll do this after. We'll test this out. Okay, let's shut this down. What I've heard is that you're supposed to press these two buttons as it's turning on. So I'm going to hold down these two buttons and turn on the device. I think it's fully off now. Oh, there we go. We're in the boot settings. How do I navigate this? Ugh, do I have to plug in my keyboard? Give me a second. I think I have to plug in a keyboard to navigate these boot settings. Okay. Yep. Okay, secure boot has been disabled. So now to save and exit is escape. Oops, save and exit is F4. Yes, okay. So done with that for right now. Done with using the keyboard. I'm going to be plugging this back into the charger. I'm going to have this thing plugged in because I don't want this to be... I don't want this to die on me. My headphone cable got stuck in my chair. Okay. I don't want this to get stuck or like die on me while I'm trying to test this out. So it's going to be plugged in for most of this, unless I absolutely have to unplug it. But even then. Okay, will this turn on, please? Oops. I think I'm gonna have to just reset this device. I think I'm just gonna have to reset this device to use SteamOS on it, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to have any of my Windows saves or anything really on here anymore, which is fine because at the end of like the last time I used this, I was using it for Windows. I was using it for Steam games, and those saved to the cloud. And I was using it for, and I used it for emulation a long time ago, but I haven't used it for that since. So it's not really like those save files I don't really care about anymore. There's nothing really on here that I fully care about in terms of actually having save files saved. How do we do this up? There was a, let me go to my history, because there was a video from, what's his name? ETA Prime, where he, oh, wrong one, was teaching us how to install SteamOS on devices. We're going to be doing a little bit of, what's the word? Finagling to get this to work. Hey, buddy.
So this is official from Valve. With the recent update, we do have initial support for the ROG Ally and the Legion OS. Over on their installation page, it does give you a rundown, but the only thing we're really going to need here is a USB drive. Right?
Do I have a USB drive? See, this is what not preparing gets me. I prepared for this, but not like actually this portion. So I'm not sure if I have a USB drive. I do somewhere. I don't know where. There has to be one somewhere in here. I think it would take like a USB SD card reader thing. So I think I have one of those. Alright, I'm moving this. Don't judge me. Do I not have one? That's no good. I have to have one somewhere. Does this one work? Do either of these work? Let's see. that one does. That's it. Oh. I guess I was using this for the Odin before. I haven't used this flash drive in forever, but we have a USB flash drive to do it with, so we can continue.
Something pretty fast because it's just going to make it a lot quicker to go through this process.
This is definitely not fast.
Install on your handheld device. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to be doing this from another Windows machine, but keep in mind you could also do this with Linux or Mac. Basically, we need to get our USB drive set up so we can install SteamOS on our handheld.
I'm gonna pause this music.
Setting up a USB drive to install SteamOS on your device is relatively simple, and I would recommend a faster USB drive. It's just going to make life so much simpler.
I get that.
In the description. This is the one that I personally use.
I'm not.
It does up to 300 megs a second, and I use an adapter with it, but they sell one that's USB Type-C. And I'll tell you, if you're using an older USB 2.0 drive, it can take a while to flash and even boot up on your system, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh.
Just to boot up.
Okay, well, might have to deal with that.
First thing we need to do is get the SteamOS recovery image, and it's over on Valve's website.
Where did I put? See, I prepared for this, and I still don't know where anything is. Where did I put my? Oh, it's up there. Okay. We have a USB-C adapter thing that'll plug into the Loki Max.
I'll leave a link in the description. SteamOS recovery and installation. This used to be known as the Steam Deck recovery and installation. If we scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can see we've got a brand new section.
Okay, I feel like I'm going a little fast here. First, we should just talk about the specs of this thing. This thing, I'm pretty sure, has 16 gigabytes of RAM, and oh, they changed this up. I don't like it. 512 gigabytes of storage, 16 gigabytes of RAM, yeah, and it uses a 6800U processor. I don't know how that stacks up compared to anything else on the market. I mean, it's a few years old by now, so it's not like the best. But the new SteamOS version of the Legion Go S that's coming out has 16 gigabytes of RAM, so maybe this will be similar to that. Not sure though. And I've done tests before with like Switch games and Steam games and stuff like that. So if this turns into a video, this will be like I'll splice in footage from those videos where I am testing out different games, because I have tested out emulation in the past and I've tested out Steam games in the past. I just don't have any of them installed right now, so like it's hard to test out anything, I guess. Hey buddy. Okay, Steam is booting up. Why is this so blurry? You know, give me a second. Yeah, okay. Give me a second. That did not work. All right. You know what? I don't think there's anything we can do about that. So we're just gonna be stuck with this. All right, so let's see. I don't have anything really power intensive installed, but we can try out, I guess, ukulele. Just to, well, let's try Sonic Adventure 2. Nah, ukulele's probably more power intensive. Let's see if it actually launches. Why is it looking like this? I hate that this is so blurry. This is such a good camera. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to deal with this. Oh yeah, look. 60 FPS. Is it just not focus? I'll have to figure it out. If there's another time of this. But '60 FPS. This is with 20 watts, so it's not even at its full power. I think the Steam Deck is less than that. Like, it goes to like 15 max because Valve has it locked. So it's taking forever to load. Hello. Why is this taking so long to load? I shouldn't have opened it. Do I have Rufus installed on my computer? Yep, okay. Why is it still loading? TDP turned up all the way. Please load. I get I haven't turned you on in ages. Please load. Why is this taking forever?
Legion Go S, ROG Ally. This is going to tell us exactly how to disable secure boot.
I already disabled secure boot, so I don't need to deal with that.
Because we will need to do so in order to get this to boot up correctly on our device. I'll go over that feature. But with Windows, I do suggest using this one, and Valve does also. We're going to scroll down here.
I already have Rufus.
We're going to leave it just like it is.
Where do you download the...
We'll disable secure boot, because we will need to load. It's going to be right here.
Oh, okay. I missed it. Whoops, I keep clicking the wrong scene. Steam support. Here it is. I agree. Installing. Okay, perfect. Let's see which finishes first. This loading or... Oh, it looks like it's crashing. Oh, never mind. It worked. Glitter Glaze Glacier. Okay, so I don't know how it's coming up on stream, just because this camera is annoying me with the resolution and stuff it can stream at. This thing is running really well. I mean, it's just ukulele, so it's not like the worst thing in the world, but I did play a lot of Resident Evil Village on here when I played that for the first time, and that ran really well on here too. So, like, not really well, I mean, it was like below 60, but it did run well. Like, it was playable, definitely. I only deleted Resident Evil Village because I finished it, so I didn't need to play it anymore. And I think it ran better on here than it did the Steam Deck. So, I'm not sure how to feel about that. This game is weird. Anyways, okay. Can I save and quit? I don't need to be doing this anymore. Okay, let's see how long this takes. Oh, okay. Alright. What do I have to do now? I already downloaded the image, right? Yep, right there. Where is... Okay. Let's go back to watching.
So we're going to download the recovery image.
Yep, already did that.
Snap with this if you're using this XE. And once we have Rufus, got Rufus right here on my desktop. I've got the Steam Deck recovery image right here. We're not going to unzip this. We're not going to extract it. We're going to leave it just like it is.
Why?
We'll start Rufus.
Just Windows.
And on the initial startup of this application.
Rufus. Here we go. It didn't. Okay. Steam Deck recovery thing didn't come in a zip, so I don't know how that's going to work. This is 260 gigabytes? What? No way.
Application that might ask you if you want it to automatically update. You can choose yes or no. It's really up to you. At the very top here, this is going to be the device we're going to be flashing to.
Did I download the wrong thing? No.
I'm going to plug my USB drive in now. Shows up right here. And just make sure that you're choosing the
no,
right
okay,
drive.
we're not doing that right now.
I'm sure that my USB drive is drive B, so I'm good to go there. We're going to select the Steam Deck recovery image. Mine's right on my desktop, so I'm just going to select that. And now we're going to start. It's going to give us a warning. It's going to wipe the flash drive completely, so we're ready to go. Choose OK. And you'll get a status bar down here. Give it some time to finish up. Again, a faster flash drive is just going to work so much better.
If this takes a while, I might just look for a different one, because I don't want this to take forever. Hey, buddy. Ow. If it goes from this to like 0.1, I'm just getting up and looking for a different one, because I cannot deal with this being slow. Oh my gosh. Stop attacking your mom. I don't even know if I have another one. This is gonna take forever, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, 1.6. 1.7? Okay, this is not viable. Oh, I found another one. Let's see if this one. If this one doesn't work, cry. Oh. Let's go. Oh, what's on here? Okay, well. Why did I just do that? I'm stupid. I just unplugged my mouse. I have another one. I can't. So that's one. This is why you keep everything organized. Why is this in here? Okay, do you think if I plug this in through a USB adapter through another USB adapter that it'll work? Only one way to find out. Oh. All right. Let's just do this. And then we can try more stuff on the Loki Max while it does this. Hello? Okay, what the heck just happened? Everything just disconnected. I'm a little scared. Okay. Why don't we try out Sonic Mania? I'm not very good at Sonic Mania. I bought it and have not played much of it because I'm not good. Oh.
Stop that. Stop it.
He's being annoying.
What?
It's okay, you can't even see the camera anyway. Okay. Give me 1 second. While I wait for that to finish. I mean, this is to be expected, but Sonic Mania is running really well. I turned down the TDP a lot, so. Oh, why can't I see? Okay, why can't I see anything? Right as I said, everything runs really well. Funny. Let's do that again.
What's up?
I'm not very good at this game, so I haven't gotten very far. It does look beautiful on here, though. Whoa. See, like, it's running really well. I hate that it only runs at 720p. This camera only does 720p because it looks like garbage compared to what it actually looks like in real life. What the heck? I didn't want that. Alright. Let's see. And, oh, I was like, I thought I just died. I remember playing this in my English class in high school. Like on here, I think. It was either on here or the Zero. I can't remember. And I couldn't get past this level. So I gave up. Oh, what the heck? Come on. Is this where I got stuck? No, okay. Okay, well, that was kind of stupid. What the heck? Why? Okay, so everything's done. You know what? Let's go back to Rufus. Rufus, where are you? Okay, what do I have to do after this?
Once it's finished, our status bar is going to read ready, and now we can move over to the device we want to install SteamOS on. We're going to install SteamOS on the original ROG Ally, and getting into the BIOS is different from the Legion Go or the Legion Go S, but the first thing we need to do is plug in our USB drive. And with the Ally, in order to get to the BIOS to disable secure boot without a keyboard, we're going to power it up and hold our volume down button.
Gave me an error before, but now it's writing it, so hopefully this is better. Okay, well, please, it almost just opened it again. Imagine this takes longer than the one I was going to do. Okay. Am I going to have to go into the BIOS again? Because if so, I'm just going to exit this game right now.
Find that tapping it like 5 times and then holding it while it's booting up is right into the BIOS for us. On the Legion Go or the Legion Go S, instead of holding volume down, you're going to hold volume up.
I'm just going to shut down for now.
Again, we've also got our USB drive plugged in because we needed to boot from that once we get secure boot disabled. But just give it a few seconds and we're in the BIOS on the original app.
Did I pre-order the did I order the AYN Ace? No. I kind of forgot about that thing. AYN Ace. AYN really has something with the Loki. Honestly, that's kind of what I'm saying. I kind of wish they did more. They did more with the Loki. Ooh. So this is like I said, the Retro Pocket 2S, but make it AYN. Pre-order. How much is it though? How much is it? $339, $419. Why are these so expensive? Can I like get more subscribers so they can just send me these for free? I really don't want to pay for this. Now, why is this taking forever? You see, the whole thing, I feel like yes, this is cool, but I feel like one of the big draws to like something like the Retro Pocket 2S, where did I put it? I just had it. Is that it's like cheap and small and like something really good for retro games. The like I just feel like it would be better if this was like much cheaper, because I feel like you don't need that much power in a device like this. Oh, actually,
And the handhelds just keep coming to
what does this look like?
card slot on the right and we're gonna get loaded up here. And home button.
Oh wait, what kind of screen is that? I don't know what the specs of this thing. Oh, what kind of screen? 3x2. Oh, so this is like the Pocket Micro, but Pocket Micro Classic. Honestly, I know I did not like the original. Let's not do that. Hi, Betty. Sorry. I know I did not like the Pocket Micro. I really didn't like it. I do not have it anymore because I sold it. But I feel like the Pocket Micro Classic is what it should have been. Can you not? Because it should have just been a device without the joysticks, just for like GBA games. And it was a little expensive still, without with and without the joysticks. 4.5 inch 3x2 aspect ratio, so that'll be perfect for Game Boy Advance games. Can you not? These cats are being annoying. 6,000 milliamp hour battery. Like, here's the thing. Looking at this video,
Turbo button, 2 front firing speakers, 1 USB so smooth.
this seems like kind of overkill. Like, it looks so cool. You order the 12256 black. I mean, that's cool. I mean, to be honest, I would want to get it, but I don't know. This is definitely, I probably like this. I would probably like this better than the Pocket Micro, just because it reminds me of the Retroid Pocket 2S, which is a device I loved. But I don't know. I kind of feel like this is like overkill. But I mean, like, some people like that. So for those people, it's probably great. If you like the Pocket 2S, and want like an AYN Neo version of it, go ahead. This one looks cool. I just don't want to pay $300 for it, because the whole thing is, the Pocket 2S still being sold? Probably, right? No. Interesting. Why? I thought it would be. Huh. I feel like the Pocket 2S, maybe because the Mini kind of was supposed to be a replacement for that, but I feel like the 2S would be a great, like, it's like kind of like the 2S, but the 2S was perfect because the 2S was like $100, and like how the Classic's like 119, so it's like perfect for that kind of thing. And I feel like this is just kind of overkill, but I mean, if people want overkill, then that's fine. Perfect for 3x2, 4x3, and 1x1 games. Better than Pocket 5 at 16:9 aspect ratio. I mean, probably. Yeah, that's true. I do love the Pocket 5. I haven't really been using it just because so many devices, I'm using all of them. I don't have time to stick with one of them for very long. But I love the Pocket 5. But I mean, like, 16:9 resolution, like, you don't really want that if you're not going to be playing things that actually take up that whole screen, which is why for like Dolphin and stuff, I use the widescreen hack. Or like, if I'm gonna be like, that's why when I get these like really powerful devices, I don't play much but below like a Game Boy, I mean like GameCube and stuff like that, because I feel like it's so overkill. Like, that's why I had a trouble with the Retroid Pocket Flip 2, because it wasn't powerful enough for like Switch emulation and stuff like that, and I didn't really want to play anything below like GameCube, so it severely limited what I wanted to play. Because like, if I want to play something with a low, like, that's low powered, I'll use the Pocket Classic, or I'll use the RG 35XX SP or something like that. Like, I don't need something super powerful to play like these low end games. And I feel like this will be great for like low end games, but it's $340, which is more than the Pocket Flip 2. So I feel like at some point you kind of have to weigh your options. But I mean, like, the screen looks beautiful. The screen on the Pocket Micro is beautiful. The controls look good. Everything about it seems good. So I can kind of understand where that price came from. But for me, it's just a little overkill. 16:9 looks great on a 4.5 inch screen. That's true. The black bars will be very small. Yeah, that's true. A 4x3 display will definitely be better than like a 3x2 is that that's what they said the screen is, right? 3x2. 3x2 display will be great for where is it? Yeah, 3x2 display will be better for 16:9 than a 4x3 display will be, which is great. So this will kind of be good for all for like game things. I would want to buy this thing. I just don't want to spend the money on it. And I also have so many videos I have to make right now. I don't need this one piling on. I have to review. I have to edit my classic impressions and things, and like unboxing and impressions, and then I have to review it, and then I also have to talk about. I want to do another stream where I repair the screen, not repair, but like, you know, swap out the screen of the Pocket Mini, like do the Mini V2 upgrade thing, and then probably make a video on that. And then I also have another device I want to make a video on, and I also have the RG34XX SP that I want to make a video on. So there's so many things I have right now that I want to make a video on. So like I need to weigh my options, and I also just don't want to spend like $200, like $350 on that. Rationale is that instead of buying Retroid now, then the next generation of Retroid, I'd rather spend big now and not have to upgrade for several years. Ambernick and Retroid. That's true. That's true. Ambernick and Retroid do a lot of like the same thing over and over. Like the 2S, Flip 2. A lot of stuff is like very incremental, like small and incremental over time. This like seems like kind of like the 2S, but like very powerful and beautiful display, beautiful controls. It seems like, I mean, I wouldn't know. Great controls. So I get that. I understand that. Like over time, this is probably better. Like this, I feel like this looks like the upgraded version of the Pocket 2S. And I mean, if you get this now, you're probably not going to need another one for a few years. I mean, I know I'm in the retro gaming community, like space on YouTube, so I can never really say that I'm just going to get one device and not get another one for years, because that's what I make my content on. But for one person, if you just get like this, then you won't have to worry about a Retroid, about an Ambernick for a while, because you'll have this for 60:9 games, 4:3, 3:2 for like Game Boy Advance and stuff like that, and I feel like that's perfect. So yeah, I understand that. I understand their rationale. Like what I said, like I would get this. I think it's a little expensive and I don't really want to. But I would get it if I had space in my schedule for it. I have so many videos I have to make. And then like Ambernick is teasing like 16 different devices right now. So I'd kind of have to save room for that. Like they're doing like the, oh my god. Okay, let's take a look at this. Ambernick slide. Like they're doing the Ambernick slide. The RG slide. And then they're doing the 35XX Plus. Okay, don't get mad at me for spelling. I'm like going over my microphone. They're doing the 35XX Plus. Is this already out? Oh wait, I can buy this already? No. Oh, not Plus. Pro. Sorry. I was confused. Pro. Why did it do that again? There we go. Like, so we have here, we have the, that's loud. This, oh my god, I'm nervous for this one because I don't know how it's gonna look. We don't know anything aside from that. Like, we don't know anything aside from the fact that it slides and that it looks like this on the front. And can I be honest? I think this looks kind of ugly. It's chunky, yeah. I think it looks kind of ugly. Not gonna lie. I don't think it looks very pretty. And there's like controls here. Okay, wait. If the L and R buttons are up here and all of the rest of the controls are down there. Oh no, they're on the back. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. This looks metal though. They haven't done a metal device in a while. So they're doing that, and they're also doing the Okay, well, they're doing the 35XX Pro, which looks a lot like those, like, not garbage, but like those like cheap devices. Okay, this is the device I wanted to do a video on in sometime in the future, because I got it from AliExpress and I was like, this is a cheap device. I can make a quick video on it about it being like bad or whatever. This device. And I think that kind of looks like it. Like, it just looks like every other device like that. So, I don't know. I'm not too confident. I mean, I'll get both of them. Pro would have made sense with an OLED screen. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. We don't really... Do we know anything about this? 640 by 480, 4 by 3, 3.5-inch screen. So it's obviously not an OLED because they would have said that. 64-bit Linux. It supports N64. Connects to TVs and monitors, has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Connecting controllers, which most of their devices can. World of AYN Neo Pocket DMG and Retroid Pocket Classic. The Ambernic Pro doesn't make sense. I kind of agree with that. I feel like the original 35XX and 35XX Plus are kind of like perfect devices, and they still sell them, so I don't know why you'd get this. But now with the Retroid Pocket Classic and the AYN Neo DMG, and the Retroid Pocket Classic is like $120. AYN Neo DMG is like more expensive, but still, I feel like both of those serve a better purpose because they're more powerful. And the DMG, you can get like better performance. So yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I'm interested in seeing how this turns out. Maybe it'll be a good device. Maybe the controls will stack up. Maybe it'll be like cheap. We don't know how much this will cost. But once we figure that out, I think it'll show its place in the market. If it's like $100, I'd probably just tell people to get the Pocket Classic or Pocket DMG. How much is the Pocket DMG? What the heck is that? Gaming pad? Ew. Pocket DMG. Cheapest model is $419. Really? That's kind of expensive, but I mean, it's AYN Neo. If ergonomics are an issue, then get the Retroid Pocket Mini V2 and still get that 3.92-inch display. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why they wouldn't just do a 4-inch display. I mean, the Mini V2, you get that, like, it's not 1:1, I don't think. It's like a weird aspect ratio, but it's like that nice screen for, like, Game Boy and stuff like that. So that'll be good. Is this finished yet? 86%. Okay. But yeah, I mean, like, oh, and what is that one? That one I need. Magic X. There we go. 040. That's not. Yep, this one. It's not out yet, but I've seen a lot of people talking about this one because it's going to be perfect for DS games. This is the perfect screen resolution for 2 DS screens. And it runs Android. So, what is the screen resolution? 480 by 800 is crazy. That will be a disruptor. Magic X seems to be like one of the most interesting. I do have the Magic X Mini 028. I couldn't figure out how to write a video about it because I got stumped. But like this would be very interesting to make a video about, and so would this. I don't know about these two. I don't think they would be very interesting. Actually, why is there a second D-pad here? But besides that, the Mini Zero just needed a touchscreen. That's so true. I was so frustrated trying to use it because there was no touchscreen. But I really want this thing. There's only one joystick, which should be fine. This looks like... Okay. But to be fair, what else are you going to use this for besides DS games? Like, is there any other use for it? I don't think so. I think there's, like... Well, I mean, you're gonna be able to play other games. Obviously, we'll try them out. But like, what would you really play? This would have to be like a strictly DS emulator. Yeah, like you're not gonna play anything else. I'm trying to think, because this is not going to run 3DS. This is not going to be powerful enough to run 3DS. The way they talk about it and the way they have it written out here. 2 gigabytes of RAM. No, this is not going to run 3DS. And even if it did run 3DS, like the bottom screen would fit perfectly, and then you'd have black bars around the top. Add a Snapdragon Gen 2 processor like the AYN 2, and it's a perfect DS and 3DS machine. That's true. That's true. I do kind of love my AYN Mini, my AYN 2 Mini. Kind of miss that. I have it. I don't need to miss it, but I haven't used it in a while. It's like, then it gets like a little expensive, so maybe they're trying to keep this cheap, but I mean, because how much is the Zero? It's $60, so it's pretty cheap. So I mean, we'll have to see how expensive this one is, but it looks funky. Like, I remember seeing this device when I ordered the Zero Mini 028V, whatever it's called, and not knowing, but like being like a little interested in what it was. And I'm gonna get it, but like I don't know what else you'd use this for besides like DS games. You really can't use it for anything else. I mean, you can, obviously. I'm gonna like 4x3 games. I kind of wonder how they'll look on here, like maybe like GBA or stuff like that. I don't know. Can be cheap and sell a ton. Other companies take a look and do better. It's typically what happens. True. I mean, like, we don't need all of these companies kind of conforming into one, because, like, you know, you see Retroid, like, Retroid made, like, the 2S, the 2 Plus, whatever, like, those devices that were really cool. And now, like, with the Classic, it seems like they're not conforming, but, like, you have the Pocket 5 and the Pocket Mini. It's, like, what all these companies are doing. And then, like, Ambernick's just making the same thing over and over. But now with the Slide, they're doing something different. I don't know. I do kind of... I mean, like I said in my Flip review, it would kind of be interesting to see companies make a device with 2 screens. Not 2 screens, like, yes, 2 screens. Like, that, like, as, like, a DS form factor. Because I remember, I was looking through my old tweets yesterday, and I saw someone at, like, it's like the Game Developers Conference or something. 3DS clone console. That is not how you spell console. Yep. Like, I saw this from like 2 years ago, and I was like, whatever happened to this? Two AMOLED screens? What is this? Oh, this was back before Pal World released. What a world that was. Have we heard anything about this? I don't think we've heard anything about this since it, like, first... Yeah, I don't think we've heard anything about this since 2023. Which is kind of sad, because I think this looks really cool. But like I'm saying, I think it would be really cool if a lot of these companies made dual screen devices, because that would be perfect for, like, yes, it would only serve the purpose of DS and 3DS games, but like, is this serving any other purpose? No. And like, obviously the Flip 2 is meant as a, like, 3DS kind of, not competitor, obviously, because the 3DS isn't being sold anymore, but 3DS clone, like it's for nostalgia for the 3DS. So hopefully somebody will do that in the future. I think Retroid, back when the original Flip released, were talking about how they would like how they wanted to, but like there wasn't, like, the tech wasn't there or something. I don't remember. I remember somebody talking about it. think AYN Neo could do it first. They have the AYN Neo Flip DS. Just remove Windows and edit. That's true. I forgot about the Flip DS. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Flip DS. I need... Okay, why is... Hello? Hello? Okay. I forgot about this. Why does this have to be Windows? They're making... They have a new Flip device they're going to announce. Oh. If they make an Android version of this, I will buy it. Because here's the thing. Hey, baby. I love the Flip. Like, I love clamshell devices. I love clamshell handhelds. We've established this. If you haven't watched my Flip 2 review recently, go watch that. But Flip 2 review, yeah, it came out yesterday. If they make one of these with Android on it, like, make this screen a little bigger. We do not need all of this stuff. Make this screen a little bigger and keep these controls where they are. I will be over the moon. 2 screens at the same time, because, like, yes, you can just do the swap screen button. That's annoying. And also, if you do one screen, even if you're just playing like a GameCube game or something and you're using the top screen, then you can have like something on the bottom screen, or play GBA on the bottom screen with YouTube or something on the top screen. I love dual screen devices, and I want one of them to make something like that, because that would be really cool. I think AYN Neo Flip. Do they have an announcement soon? I need them. Like, yeah, cool for DS emulation. This is a Windows handheld. You're going to be using it for more than just Wii U also. Yes. And with Wii U on... Okay, wait. Everybody get a little chill for a second. Wii U on Android emulation. With that happening now, no telling what we could get up to on an Android handheld with both of these. Because, oh my lord, that would be perfect. Like, would it not? I think one of these with Android on it, and one of these with Android and like a bigger screen down here. Oh, perfect. Like, I remember watching a few videos about this when it came out, like Retro Game Core and Wolf Den. And Wolf Den was talking about how he was playing Star Fox Zero with like the bottom screen here and the top screen there, and it actually made it like a fun game. And I think that would be really cool. So if they do another one of these soon and they make an Android one, that would be really cool. I would definitely play that. Okay, this is set 100 for like a few minutes. I'm just going to leave it because sometimes it does that. I think, but yeah, I do think one of these would be really cool. I love seeing innovation in like the retro game space. Like, it's not, like, it's not the end of the world if a company just makes like one of those slabs, because we see those so often and they're usually pretty powerful. But like, it's fun when they switch it up. Like the Flip 2, like I did say that it was annoying that I had to just review the hardware because the software was so much of the same, which is true. But I do think it's fun that I get to review another Flip handheld because I don't have just another slab to review. And like this, I mean, there's nothing like powerful quite like this. But it's like I'm going to have to review this based on the hardware, which is going to be really cool. So, I don't know. I'm really excited for like, and like the Ambernic slide, like some of these look kind of crazy, but I mean, those will make for fun devices to review because they will be crazy. And something like this, the Magic X040, is going to be fun because it's crazy. And like, I'm probably only going to use this for DS games. Obviously, I'll try other stuff on it, but it looks like it'll only be good for DS games. And then like if they make an Android version of this, I would get it because it is dual screen, and that would be so cool. I'm not going to spend like $1,000 on this, but I would spend a few hundred on a Android version of this. If they make an upgraded version, I would like that. And like all of this stuff. And then like, you know, the Amernic 35XX Pro is boring, but I mean, I'd get that too to review. I just like seeing innovation. Be hilarious if the Amernic slide is hiding a second screen. That would be funny because nobody expects that. Where would the controls go though? Did something just fall out of my pocket? Oh well. That would be funny. I don't know where the controls would go, but that would be funny. No, okay. Thought my wallet fell out of my pocket, but it did not. Like, okay, give me a second. I had my pocket mini, my pocket mini, my Flip 2 over by my bed, so I could use it. Like imagine this device, like the controls a little over to the sides and another screen down here. Beautiful. That would be beautiful. Refreshing partitions. Okay. That would be great though. I would love that. Oh, ready. Yay! Do I press close? I haven't used this in a while.
For the Legion with the AYN. Once it's finished, our status bar is going to read ready, and now we can move over to the device we want to.
Can I eject it from here? Close. Okay. I think it just ejected itself. So. Also, another thing, I would love if I made another one of these. Like, I know they're expensive and like weird, but like, come on, I made I think a pretty good Windows Handheld. Like, I love the design of this thing. If they just made an updated version, that would be pretty cool. Okay.
Install SteamOS on. We're going to install SteamOS on the original ROG Ally and getting it on the Legion Go or the Legion.
Okay, I have to have this plugged in when I turn it on. So I'm plugging it into, you cannot see, this thing. Okay. To hold down these two buttons and then press the power button.
Legion Go S, instead of holding volume down, you're going to hold volume up.
Okay.
Again, we've also got our USB drive plugged in because we needed to boot from that once we get secure boot disabled.
I did disable secure boot.
A few seconds, and we're in the BIOS on the original Ally.
Okay,
If you're doing
that's
this on the
kind of
ROG,
crazy. Look how different the BIOS looks on here versus the Loki Max.
X looks exactly the same. First thing we want to do is change the boot order, so we boot from the USB.
Gonna have to plug in my keyboard. See, this is how quickly my desk gets messy. All right. Keyboard is plugged in. How do I change the boot order?
Menu might show up twice. I just drag them up to the top. Now we're going to press Y. That's going to bring us to the advanced settings using the D-pad.
I hate this keyboard. Boot option 1. USB device. Yes, correct.
You can go over to security, all the way down to secure boot.
Let me make sure secure boot's turned off. Yeah, okay. How do I go back? Okay. Is there anything else we have to do?
Boot, and we want to make sure that this is disabled.
Yeah.
Use A to select. Once that's disabled, you can make sure from the boot section here in the advanced options that we're going to be booting from the USB drive. Now we'll use the D-pad to move over to save and exit.
Save and exit is just F4.
Make sure we save and exit here.
Yep.
Once we do this, it's going to reboot the system, and we're now going to be booting from the SteamOS image that we flashed to the USB drive. We still haven't installed it yet. We're going to get into the installer. Could take a second to boot up, and it really depends on the speed of your drive.
Yeah, this drive is not that fast, so might be sitting here for a while. What are these lights going to do when I get in there? That's going to be annoying. I remember it wasn't even Bazite that I used. It was like Batocera. And that wasn't Batocera. That's a Linux. Oh my gosh. I don't even remember what version of... That wasn't even Bazite that I... Oh god. That wasn't even Bazite that... I put on my Loki 0. I don't even remember what that was. That was Chimera OS. Install Decky Loader, then maybe a plugin to control. Yeah, you're right, actually. I'll do that. It's not working. I might just plug this in through the... Okay. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. Please work. Oh, it's working. That's what I did. Thank you. I did try that because it turned on, and then I tried it, and then I turned it off again, and then I tried it, so it's working now.
We'll get some on-screen text here. Welcome to SteamOS.
Welcome to SteamOS. Did he mean to keep like this, like usually when I use audio in the background of my, like when I'm speaking, I like delete the audio from the actual camera because I'm not saying anything. It just sounds like bad. I wonder if he meant to keep this. I mean, who am I to judge? What is this even saying? Welcome to SteamOS. Oh, okay. So...
And that
Okay, I'm going to put this keyboard down. If I need it again, we'll plug it back in. Pretty straightforward to do the drive wave option for the desktop. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I think I watched Wolf Den's video on it earlier because I was hearing a lot about it, and I was like, why don't I check it out? But it seems really simple. Why am I getting my own stream in my recommended? But yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I want my Windows save files, and then I realized I haven't turned this thing on in months. So that means I obviously don't care about it. And like most of the save files on here are on Steam, so I have those saved. Hello. In case this doesn't work, where's my adapter? I had another USB adapter, and it's saying maybe the USB cable's better, so here it is. Found it. Because it's like saying like they not make the Loki anymore. They haven't for a while. They discontinued them a little while ago. I mean, I remember I made a video. I can't remember if it was like 6 months later or something like that. It was a little while after the Loki released. I was like, let me do a little retrospective and like talk about if it's still worth it. And when I went to do that, they had stopped selling it. I'm pretty sure they just stopped selling them altogether. But at first, they just stopped selling the Loki Zero, and then they just discontinued all of them, which I thought was just going to mean that they were making a new one. No, they just didn't. Because I would be like, I didn't get the the Odin Portal, whatever that was, because it's kind of boring. I already got the Odin Mini and the Odin 2. I don't need the Odin 2 Portal. I would get a PC handheld though, because that's really cool. I don't like, you can't see, but there's, I just stood on my microphone cable. Not my microphone, my headphone cable. You can't see, there's a lot of red down there. I don't love that. Loki looks like the smallest handheld PC that you could, that used to be on the market. Is it? Actually, you know what? You might be right. Yeah, I think you actually are. Ambernick made a Windows handheld a long time ago, and that sucked. But it was pretty small. I don't know if it was smaller than this though. Maybe. I think what I would get another AYN Windows handheld. I remember, they teased the Loki for so long, and then it took like a year to release it. I was just like, bruh, come on. So I don't know how much I trust their their selling of the next one, but hopefully they do it better. And if they do make a Windows handheld, hopefully it's not that different. Because I like the Loki. Maybe it'd just be a Loki 2. I think the Loki's cool. I know a bunch of these companies have been making Windows handhelds, and I've been so tempted to buy just some of them, but I don't have the money to buy all of them because there's so many. Like, I don't know if they'll make anything new with an x86 CPU given the chip restrictions. That's true. Maybe they'll just do like what every other company's doing. Z1 Extreme or something like that. I don't know. I remember when I talked about getting, like, when I made a video talking about my pre-order for my Steam Deck, someone in the comments, like, as I was talking about how I pre-ordered the Steam Deck after I pre-ordered the Loki Max, and I thought I was probably going to get the Loki Max before I got the Steam Deck, but I was hoping to get the Steam Deck pretty soon. And someone was like, oh, you're probably not going to get the Steam Deck until, like, December, because it's, like, so, like, hard to get. And what just happened? I just got a loud noise in my ear and nothing happened. What just happened? Anyways, I was like saying in the video, like, oh, maybe I'll get my, like, Steam Deck before I get my Loki Max, but I was hoping to get my Loki Max before I got my Steam Deck, and so I was like, I don't know what happened. And then I got my Steam Deck, like, later that year, not that far. It wasn't that much later. It was like a few months, I think. And then I didn't get my Loki Max until June of the next year. And I was like, dude. All right. How long is this going to take? What was that noise, though? Was that from this? I'm trying to figure out what just happened. Probably not worth it. It keeps saying, like, cannot enable, maybe USB cable is bad or something. I do not want to just, like, take this apart. Not take it apart, but, like, take it out, because I know that's just going to ruin something. But I do kind of just want to switch cables. Try a different dongle. That's what I'm saying. But, like, I'm not taking this out right now, because it's gonna mess something up, and I don't need that to happen. Because I've done brute forcing and stuff like that in the past, and I don't want to mess this up. What happens if I just said I don't want to brute force anything. If it just goes back to normal Windows, then I'll be very happy, because I am kind of nervous. But shouldn't hurt anything. Yeah, I just get nervous. Oh yeah. Okay, perfect. It's just going back to normal Windows. Shut down. Then we're going to try again from this dongle. What is this music? Okay, it's shut down. Plugging this in. Then we're gonna turn it on. Hello? Bruh. No, not sleep. Come back. Why is sleep the top option? Shutting down. There we go. It's starting again. Let's see what else we have to do after this.
And now we need to pause for a second. Because once we install SteamOS, it's going to wipe our M.2 drive. So
Okay.
Windows will be totally deleted from the system. Now's a good time to decide if you really want to do it or not. You can
Why would I go through this whole thing if I'm not going to do that?
open this up, install a new M.2 drive, but the way this is set up with the official SteamOS image, we're not going to be dual booting anything. This is going to wipe the drive completely. We've got 4 options.
Okay, it looks like we're going to have to follow this once we just get there, so. Like I was saying, I think the idea of a folding handheld, like the AYN Pocket, the AYN Flip DS, is really cool and should have just been Android from the start. Like, I get having a Windows handheld like that, but like, just make an Android handheld with that. Like, does it really have to be Windows? What purpose does Windows serve? Like, you've made Android handhelds before. Like, make that one an Android. Hopefully this is running better. I don't know. It seems to be running better. take forever. I have so many videos to make. Like I was saying earlier, I have to make videos on like the Pocket Classic, Pocket Mini again, the Pocket whatever, like the other devices, and the RG3534XXSP, and I was like, I don't really want all of my videos recently to be just about Retroid, so I gave you guys the option of whether it would be whether I talk about the whether I'd talk about the Pocket Classic or the RG34XX next, and you guys chose the Pocket Classic, so that'll be next. The next video I make is going to be my Pocket Classic. My Pocket Classic unboxing and first impressions, and so once that's done, I'll start working on some other things.
Clear local user data, repair SteamOS and install, terminal with repair tools, and wipe device and install SteamOS. We want to choose option 4, wipe device and install SteamOS.
This is taking forever. Mercy, baby. Daddy. Okay, they don't want to deal with me right now. Hello. It can take a minute. Yeah, I'm just impatient. Yeah. Especially since the USB port might be a low one. Yeah. I'll give it a second. I'm just pretty impatient, so not super patient. I don't know. I just said I'm not patient like 6 different ways. I hate that this is only 720p. Why can't I make it 1080? Can I hack it? Oh. Let's hope that was the device itself and not me accidentally tapping the adapter. I'll figure this out later. See, this part's kind of scaring me because I don't know if it's like stopped because it's like doing all of its stuff, or if it's stopped and black because I accidentally tapped the adapter. Oh shoot. Oh. Hello. Do you have an external display and power plugged into the dongle? I only have the USB port. I had the power plugged in. I just didn't plug it into the other one. I had it plugged into the last adapter I was using. I just didn't have it plugged into the other one. I don't have an external display. Oh. Is it making any noises? Oh, don't look at my hair. I think the fan is going, which would suggest something's going on in there. In his video, did his goes black?
Option, a dual to the side. Second. Here.
Okay, it did, but that was before it loaded. Hello. I don't know if you saw that, but it just turned a very slightly lighter shade of black. I'm gonna give it a second. I think it did. Maybe I'm just schizophrenic. Oof. Video from yesterday is doing really well. That's what I like to see. Hello. Hello. You're the only one dealing with weirdness. HTPC's PSU is cooked. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright, well, guess we're gonna have to go through all this again, but I'm just not gonna touch it, because I don't need to mess anything up. I'm just gonna give it time to just go through and do it, because I'm just not gonna deal with that. The power cables, well, it's good that you narrowed it down, but so it's okay. I want to look at my channel's analytics, but I don't want to do that on stream, because then you guys are going to make fun of me, so. You know, it's crazy how good my channel will do when I actually upload a video. Like, when I uploaded the video yesterday, I was like, oh, this video might not actually be doing that well. It's a 3 out of 10, so it's doing pretty well. Why does it always do this? You can't see because I put my camera in front of it. Whenever I, like, close out a tab that has a video playing, it just opens it in picture, but, like, down at this corner that you can't see. It's really weird. I turned off secure boot, so that's not something I have to worry about. I have my stream up on like 2 different monitors, so whenever I'm looking like these ways, it's because I'm looking at one of them. I should be looking at my camera, but it would boot, but it wouldn't get any postcodes or splash screen. When it disconnect the cables, it finally got a post. That's weird. That is weird. Wouldn't get any? That's crazy. Hello. Why is this being weird? Why is it being weird? It's like stuck on one line, and I don't know why. And like, I know patience, but like, I'm lazy. I mean, not lazy. Well, I mean, I am, but I'm what am I trying to say? I'm impatient. God. Been having a lot of brain farts recently. I've been 3D printing a lot, and I 3D printed grips for the Pocket Mini and 5. That was not a good representation. It's because I kind of broke the part here that sticks to it, so it keeps falling off, but whatever. That's really annoying. Ugh. It's a piece that would hold it all together. You want to load? This is what I get for trying to brute force it onto a Loki. I'm removing the power cable. I don't need anything else interfering with this. I wish I had like just a USB to USB-C like adapter, but I don't. Hello. I'm gonna let it boot up as Windows and like sign into it again, and then shut it down and then launch it from this. External hard drive with USB-C. I don't think so. Someone's mowing the lawn. Give me a second. I certainly don't, but I don't think any of my siblings or people I know have any. I have like an SSD, but I'm not sacrificing everything on that SSD just for this stream. Okay, so shut down. Maybe, what if I just use a SD card? Because I can boot off of that. I've done that before. Do any of these devices have SD cards in them? Bruh. No. Do I have any spare SD cards? You know what, I'm gonna try this again and then look for an SD card while I'm doing it, just so I can have a backup if that doesn't work. gigabytes. Oh? Okay, wait. I saw this on their page. Erase user data from DAC. This will erase. No, that's not what I meant to do! Come back! Life? Yeah. And then I messed it up. I don't know how. Come back. Actually, maybe I didn't mess it up. Oh, Okay. I'm just going to take one of these SD cards, format it, and put it on there. But I'm doing it on my laptop because I don't have a way to connect a micro SD card to my computer. Oh. Okay, well, we'll see if this works, and then if not... My whole laptop just had like a stroke. Okay, it's loading. I'm going to put this on, like I said, I'm going to put it on the SD card via my laptop. Try using a different... I actually have a different one. I forget what it's called, though. Balena Escher. I'll try that one. Why am I not signed in? It's giving me an ad. I'm getting confused. If this doesn't work, I'm I'm trying the SD card. Why is my laptop giving me such a hard time? I know this is boring, but like, oh, what just happened? Whatever. I don't know what's going on here. Before we do anything, I'm gonna have to go back into the BIOS to set it, like to make sure it's set, so that the it's set to boot from the SD card. Yeah, if this is not changed by the time I switch back, by the time this finishes, I'm just gonna cancel it and then take the USB drive out, and then switch to the SD card. Because I've done it before with Camaro OS, where I have put, where that's what I basically used as an external drive for Camaro OS that could go between Camaro OS and Windows. Instead of having to flash the whole thing, but don't really have much of a choice here. So this is going to take 517 minutes. I don't know if I believe that. That'd be 8 hours. Maybe this drive actually is stupid because it's not letting me format it, which is so great. Do I have any actual SD cards I can use? Or would I get one? Oh. What's on here? I've gotten all my files on here, have I not? Oh, that's literally 2 gigabytes. Okay, never mind. This is so annoying. I'm gonna switch from SD card. I think the screen just changed. No. I thought there would be one in my Loki's or. But there is one in my Switch, but I'm not taking that one out. There's not one in here, is there? No. What's up? What? Hey, baby. Do I have any device with an SD card that doesn't need one? Hey, baby. Oh my god! This bag's heavy. What is it? I have like 2 bags full of portable emulators in here. There wouldn't be one here. No. I don't think there'd be one in here. Nope. There is one here, but I don't think I'd be able to use it. I could always try. Still hasn't changed. Perfect sign. flash. Let's see, does this one actually work? Okay, so this one actually just worked as an SD card, like it came up on my screen. So maybe this one will work. Okay, maybe I lied. Out of there. Out of the bag. Let's take a look at some of these others. No. No. Okay, not in this bag then. It's good we narrowed that down though. SteamOS on my AYN Air Pro 5. That's cool. I think this should be much easier. I just don't think any of the drives I'm using are like good. No. It's like I'm using all the ones that like I'm using all the ones that like I can't that like would be available to me. Put SteamOS 8 GB file on a micro SD, then load it with a USB hub. It doesn't work if you put the micro SD card in the handheld itself. Well, that's annoying. But I mean, I could still try that because this has a micro SD card reader. Nothing has happened still, so. Trying to see if any of these devices have like an extra SD card in them, because sometimes I would like put one in them and I forget to put that. Oh look, here it is. The Retro Pocket 2S, the one I was talking about earlier. It's like the AYN 1S, whatever. That. Jesus. Yeah, there was never going to be one in there that was so difficult to remove. I thought I was going to break my fingernail. And here's the device I really struggled to make a review on. The Magic Zero X 28. Very nice console. I just could not figure out how to turn it into a video. There's no SD card in here, right? No. Why would there be? Here's the RG Cube. I kind of like this one. See how great of care I take of these devices. Here's the original Pocket Flip that I just talked about yesterday in the review. I hate it. So. Well, I didn't hate it at the time. Looking back on it now, I do not like it at all. It's very annoying. Is there anything in these pockets? No. Well, luckily for me, this one is writing, so I'm just gonna have to wait for that to finish, and hopefully use that instead of this USB stick. Because this doesn't look like it's doing anything. So, oh well. So how you guys doing? Did the secure boot disable part 2? Yes. Yes, I did. I did do that. Because that'd be... I'm gonna check before I do the USB, the micro SD card thing. I'm gonna check just to make sure, because I did do it and then I checked again. But I need to check for a third time. Just to make sure. Yeah, this is not gonna change. I have my laptop up on the cat's tower right here. You can't see. Maybe you can see if I do. So, CPU is in the AYN Loki Max. The CPU. AYN Loki Max specs. Ryzen, oh, CPU, yeah, Ryzen 6800U CPU. It also has a drive compatible, because I made sure before I... why is that up here? Oh. Yeah, it should. I think it's just the drive that I'm using that's making this an issue. But, like... I don't know. We'll have to find out, hopefully. Because hopefully the next one will work. And then if not, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But this is what I get for trying to brute force installation of SteamOS. Do you have a dock? Use my Steam Deck dock. Oh, wait. I do have a Steam Deck dock, actually. Where is it? I don't know. It's somewhere, because I got home from college a few weeks ago and still haven't really unpacked everything, because there's a few things I just don't need. It's probably in this bag. Somewhere. So I have my Odin 2 dock. Oh, hey. This is my Odin 2 dock. I really like that dock. Wish it was bigger that the Loki could fit on it. I just turned on like 6 devices. So it doesn't look like it's in here. Where is it? It's somewhere. And I know that because I've used it. I want you to succeed. Thank you. That's very kind of you. It's somewhere. I mean, oh, it's right here. I have it. Oy. This doesn't have a USB. I mean, thing is, for this, I have to use... Like, I don't have a I did, but I don't know where it is. I had a USB, like, adapter for SD cards, but I don't know where it is. So that's why I'm using this dongle right here. that's annoying. Maybe if the SD card doesn't work on here, I'll just try the USB stick on the Steam Deck dock. What are you doing, Percy? I have a cat named Percy. He's being a little bit of a menace. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted to do with the camera. Why am I doing this? Stop with that stupid bag. We have this Yankees bag that he's like obsessed with. .9%, and this still hasn't done anything. I'm streaming for 2 hours, really? I did not expect to stream for this long. 100%. Where did he go? I just unplugged my headphones. Okay, you know what? While we're waiting for that, let me just... And then I'm going to boot back into... the BIOS. So that I can... do... Oh, okay. This camera angle's a little freaky. Can make sure secure boot is off. Because I turned it off, but I just want to make sure. And then I'll plug this adapter in. And then if it doesn't work, I'm trying the Steam Deck dock. And then if that doesn't work, I'm giving up. Because I don't know what else I do. Hello. This takes forever to load. Oh my god. Never mind. That's not what I meant to do. Come back, please. Of course it does that the second I try and turn it off. Okay, well. There we go. Need to plug my keyboard back in. Percy, stop bothering her. Ow, ow, Jesus. That's what the scratch post is for. Just being a brat. Fingers crossed, yeah. This keyboard sucks. Don't. I might have to unplug my keyboard from my computer because this one just is garbage. Yep. Oops. System finally got your system to boot. Good. Happy for you. Let's see if I can get mine to boot. Okay, can we stop? Okay, perfect. Yeah, USB device, I guess. Okay. Secure boot disabled. Yep, good. Secure boot mode. Doesn't matter. Okay. F4 is just like save and exit. So. Hopefully this works. The only thing plugged into this adapter is the power cable and the SD card. Hey, kitty. Oh, I was like, where's my phone? See how long this takes. Hey, baby. Hi, baby. Why is this taking longer than the USB stick? What's up? What's up? What? You want to come up here? You want the window open? She loves staring out the window. Oh, be careful. I closed it. That's why I said be careful. She just knocked over like a million things. There you go. There you go. Hope you're happy. Why is this taking so long? It's making me nervous. This music also is not helping. Why is it taking this long? Oh! It changed. I just heard a Windows noise. Stop it. Gonna have to turn it on again. Any other emulation stuff, related stuff y'all want to talk about? While I'm waiting for this to shut down, and then I can turn it back on again, and then wait for it to install, and then fail, and then try and do it on the Steam Deck dock just to see it fail again, and then why is this taking so long to shut down? Oh, okay, there we go. I'm gonna give it a few seconds. 1. Oh, okay. Is anything happening? I'm like actually scared. If it just goes back to Windows, I'm gonna cry. Hello? Why is this not working? What if I reflash this? I'm getting kind of desperate here, but hey, don't judge me. My laptop is gonna die. Why does it do this? Like, it's sure noise. If it goes back to Windows, I'm gonna cry. Please. Please. I think if I say please one more time. Please. I'm like Zendaya in that one video. Like she's smiling and then she just goes, come on. This wasn't supposed to take this long. Man, it's taking this long to load too is scaring me. Like if it's just gonna fail, just fail. Like don't make me wait this long. I'm like going crazy. Please. My phone just started on me. Three, two, one. 3, 2. Did I curse it? I just heard a Windows noise. I'm gonna cry. Okay. See, it's like right when I need everything, I just lose it somehow. Like, I don't have a... Okay, well, come here. I'm stealing your SD card adapter. I was using the micro SD card port on the adapter, so I'm going to be using the SD card port. Shut down. Please. And the only reason I'm not switching to the dock at this point is because I'm rewriting the thing on the SD. Oh my gosh, I'm having a stroke. I'm rewriting it on the God, I can't speak. USB stick, and it's not done yet. So, okay. Come on. Please. This one turned out much faster. Oh! Oh, it's working. Please. Please. Oh my gosh. Okay, what was that? Oh. If this actually works, I'm gonna cry. Like... Why is it flashing? Come back. Got to... Oh! Why? Ugh, what the heck? Why is it like this? Ugh, this camera's so annoying. It worked. It worked. Y'all, it worked. Yes, Betty, it worked. She's so happy for me. She just meowed. This camera's so annoying. This tripod's so annoying. That's the screen. I'm gonna go back to the ETA Prime video.
Now, we need to pause for a second because once we
He said
install
to...
it from the system up, we're option with 3.4, wipe device and install Steam.
This action will wipe it permanently and reinstall SteamOS on this device. This will permanently destroy all data on your device. This cannot be done. I don't care. I'm gonna start. Yes, I'm gonna just wipe and install button. Yeah, I'm just gonna wipe and install the whole thing because I don't need any of this storage on here. I don't need any of the data on here. Why does it look so bad? Why is this camera so annoying? Proceed. So action. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
It's going to give us another warning here. If you're ready to proceed, you can hit proceed with it. Again, this is going to wipe the storage in the unit, so it will delete Windows if you have it installed. Through terminal, or what they call console here with Arch Linux, it's going to give us a little bit of a rundown. It's just going to wipe that M.2 drive. It's going to install SteamOS for us. Give it some time to finish up.
Okay, was it supposed to close? Format irrelevant. Okay, wait. What did that say? I didn't see what that said. Ugh. Okay. Sorry you have to hear that. Gonna try out simple TDP through Decky Loader? Probably. Decky Tools. Okay, what is it saying when I do that? Proceed. Format mirror. Control C to cancel this operation. Log page indicated that you are about to format. Okay, why is it like it gives me that and then just doesn't do anything? Yeah, why doesn't it do it?
Once it does, we'll get an option to go ahead and reboot the system. Once this
Why does it do that? Yeah, I know mine's acting weird. Can I like restart it? Oh, I did not mean to shut down. Restart. Restart now. Why is this so annoying? I'm just going to take a picture of this when it comes up. Invalid log page. The log page indicated is invalid. NVMe status. You're about to format NVMe namespace. Oh. Hello? Okay, is it just going to go through this whole thing every single time?
the screen goes black, we can unplug the USB drive. And now we've got SteamOS installed here. There's still a bit of configuration that needs to be done. Most of it's automatic, and by the end, we'll just have to sign in with our Steam account. We've got the SteamOS logo.
Just gonna try running each of these to see what happens. Oh my gosh. I hate this. Device has been tried. How do I do full recovery? It says you may try full recovery. I don't know how to do that. I think it's the micro SD card I'm using. That's so annoying. USB stick is still being written, so I'm gonna try the stick again and use the Steam Deck dock, because maybe it's the adapter I'm using. Why isn't there like a normal USB stick or SD card? It's because I always have them and then I use them, which is annoying.
Now we need to configure.
No. I don't know why this is taking so long. This was supposed to be like 2 hours long. And like I wasn't even sure if it was going to be that long because I thought, oh, this will be simple. No. Because nothing can ever be that easy for me. That's true, I am using an abandoned device. Can't really expect it all to go well. Hurry up. Write the image faster. Older chip that works. Yeah, I mean, maybe because it is AYN. I don't know. I mean, maybe. Maybe, I think it might just be this stuff I'm using. Steambox is back up and running. Seems to be doing fine. That's good. Maybe it's just the, like, drives I'm using. Like the SD card or, whatever. Because they're not, it's not like an official, like, SanDisk or card. Doesn't work well, by the way. LOL overheats like crazy. Well, it'd still be cool to have. And like, all of this stuff isn't actually to have. It's like to have the experience of it, or just to have it. But. Up! Hurry! Oh my god! It's been 24 minutes since I started this. Oh, hey, baby. Should I try the USB thing one more time? What step am I on now? I have no idea. I thought I got pretty far, and then it's just like all fell apart. What the heck? Why did I do that? Oh, hi, baby. What's up? Hi. Uh-oh. I have to be on a tab that doesn't matter because I sometimes you watch over my keyboard. Did you get to play Doom Eternal at 30 frames per second, 720p? That's pretty good. I don't know how powerful that AYN device is, but last thing I did, I tried to execute the install script, and it gave me an error that I'm not even sure what it meant. Because it gave me an error saying like, oh, NVMe, something like that. Let me find it. NVMe status invalid log page. The log page indicated is invalid. You're about to format NVMe ON1. It gave me like an error. Yeah, like when I try and run it, it gives me like a little error that doesn't show up on ETA Prime screen, and then just like what's the drive in the Loki? If it's a no-name NVMe drive, it could be just be NVMe in name only. Loki max specs. It's an M.2 2230 NVMe. Oh yeah, I was looking at the base Loki. You know what might be the issue? It said there were multiple partitions. It said it deleted all the partitions, but it doesn't look like it did. I don't know what the issue is. Oh, ready. Hey, Betty. Okay. Plugging the USB drive into the Steam Deck dock, and then plugging the Steam Deck dock into the Loki Max to see if that changes anything. Had an issue where the screen in game mode was upside down. What? That's crazy. It's loading. Oh. You're gonna shut down and then turn it on. I set a reminder on my phone to be like, get off stream soon at like 5 p.m. And I was like, I'm not gonna be on at 5 p.m. I am. If this just keeps going back to Windows, I'm going to be so confused. Yeah, I'm confused. Let's give it a second. I fully thought we had it. Oh, okay. I thought we had it before. Oh, I swear if it gets stuck here again like it did before. I really don't know what to do. Might be something I have to revisit. Come back. Hello. Ready to try one more time. Because if this doesn't work, I really have no idea what I'm doing. Wrong. What's the error you're getting? I'll put it up on screen. It's not, I don't even know if it's an error. It's just like, oops. It's this. I don't know what this means. And I tried pressing Control C. Have I tried pressing Control C? Maybe. If that comes up again, I'll try pressing Control C. I'm not sure what this error means. Yeah, I just got it. I just got that error again. The only videos I can find. I'm gonna connect my keyboard and see if pressing Control C when that happens does anything. I doubt it will, but I mean, like, what can I really do? Okay, well, that just canceled the operation, so. I don't know why I double tap every time. I'm just so used to doing that for Windows. Oh my god, close. Oh my god, close. Close the application. My god. You're so annoying. Yeah, I don't know what the issue is. Oh, whoops. Whoops. I've tried looking it up, but it just, like, doesn't give me anything worthwhile. And then when I try and do, like, the terminal with repair tools, I just can't understand it. What does it say? I have to record that, because it says something really quickly before it turns off. NVMe status command abort requested. The command was aborted due to an abort command. So something is stopping it from doing that. I'm not sure what. NVMe preventing format. Some drives have a physical switch or software setting that prevents writing to the drive. You need to remove the write protection first. How do I do that? Make an Ubuntu boot USB, format the internal drive, then try installing SteamOS. Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. This application, KDE partition. Oh, right here. delete all the partitions. Okay, they're all deleted. Should I try it again? Where did it go? Oh, whoops. Apply. Apply pending. Whoops. Should have done that before I tried it again. That's okay. Okay, it's deleting them all now. Okay. Oh my gosh, I hate this. Alright. Proceed. It's still giving me that same error. And what is this? ZRAM Linux. Is that something I should do something about? Can't really, I mean, it's locked. Yeah, it's still giving me that same error. Whoops. Partition manager? Yeah, it says there's no partitions. Aside from this one, which settings, tools, partition. Is there an option to wipe the drive? says I should have an option to shred, but oh wait. I don't know. That's so weird. Does it have to be a certain format? The installer should format it. I don't know. That's like being annoying. Oh my God, why do I keep doing that? Try normal Linux distro. What do you mean, like in this partition manager, or like have to do that myself? Mean install like on like I have to do it like on a drive or like in the. It said, I remember. Maybe I have to. I'll probably have to do this in the future. Where I remember maybe I'll install Bazite or like Camaro OS and then do this. Because, I don't know, this is being annoying. And I don't have the time to do it right now. But that's annoying. That'll have to be a future project. But I think I now know what I have to do, which is install either Camaro OS or like Bazite or something, and then try and install official SteamOS, because I don't know if, because this will certainly not take on its own. Maybe I'll try installing it after that, but I mean, Bazite seems to work just fine, so. So Camaro OS, it reformatted my SSD to another type of drive. Oh, okay. So yeah, maybe I should have checked for that first. But so that's a project for another day, I guess. But I appreciate everyone who showed up. And I will, maybe on another day, try this again. Not sure when that'll be. Might just be some random time of the week next week. But you'll certainly see. You'll see me then. Let me put the SD card in there, because I'm going to lose it if it's not in the case. So, I'll be back sometime next week or something, trying this again. Best of luck. Thank you. So, I will see you guys then. Goodbye.